Hello my brethren, I hope you're all well. I'm doing this video using my regular voice. I will revert back to the hello my brethren voice if you prefer, but since this is going to be a personal video, let me make it quite personal. I have been told by someone today that I sound like I weigh 400 pounds while I'm eating a donut. So let's give this a try and ask me if you want me to revert back to my old voice. I mean for the rest of the videos. Now this is going to be a personal story with a lot of MGTOW points. 2 years ago, before MGTOW, I was living with my ex-girlfriend in a nice flat. In that flat she built a home and I inhabited in it. I ended the relationship when it became quite toxic and I saw that for the both of us there was no pleasure in it left. I simply couldn't handle living with a child where I was acting on a daily basis as a father. So in essence that's how the relationship ended. A couple of days back I left the UK and returned back to my homeland, and in this trip, as luck would have it, I saw her there in the airport with her new boyfriend. Now in the past I usually felt awkwardness when I experienced similar situations. I wanted to hide and try to make myself look better, combing my hair, which I never usually do, just so that the bitch knows that she missed out. Yeah, I was a vagina, big surprise there. But in this situation I looked like shit. I knew I looked like shit. I was wearing my torn jeans, my wrecked hoodie with stains on it. I had not slept and I couldn't care any less what she thought. I distanced myself from her. I allowed her space and happiness, and even though I was heartbroken at the end of that relationship, not a flicker of anxiety or compassion flew in my veins when I saw her. If anything, I was looking at this woman who I used to love and I considered to be an 8 out of 10, and she was looking to me to be about a 6 now, and she looked like someone that even if I was given the opportunity I wouldn't even touch my dick on. She did not gain weight, no, but rather lost weight, a lot of weight, and she was never fat, so imagine that. She looked like she was an anorexic now, and I mean it was a bit scary to be fair. Not that I looked better, but holy shit, she looked like crap. And with her there was this guy that she was holding hands with and was walking in front of, and she was dragging along everywhere, kind of like a puppy. A guy happy to have access to the pussy. I mean, I don't know what took over me. I noticed and started laughing on my own as soon as I saw them. I looked at the flesh and bones of another human being that once had hold over me, and I looked at this person who once had my brain racing and made me want to kill her so many times, and there she was with another guy, and I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't feel either compassion or empathy at her current state. I simply felt nothing. I mean, she noticed me eventually and came to talk to me, and we said our pleasantries, and then I simply pointed to her boyfriend and I told her, it's about time to return back to him because, we talked enough. I mean, life is funny like this. Small occurrences, little things like this, they show you where you are and how far you have come. What changes have occurred in your life and how those changes affected you? One of my favorite MGTOW, he told me once that he still loves his ex because she brought him to MGTOW. Well, I fucking love being MGTOW. I fucking love MGTOW. And I'm glad it has made me grow to the point that it has. This occurrence, I know it sounds minuscule, but nothing in my life has ever made me genuinely unconcerned about my past, other than this tiny, shitty, stupid movement, other than this tiny philosophy. And I know that it doesn't stop there. I know there is a lot of more ground that needs to be covered and a lot more ground that I need to cover and I'm yet to experience. But I wanted to share with you, my brothers, this small and stupid story, this tiny story that I experienced only very recently. And this story made me look back to the self that was and pity him. Pity his failings and his uncompromising pussy begging. It made me see how, out of my experiences, I have come to expect different things from myself now. How now, no matter how I look, where I am, whatever I'm saying, I'm happy because there's simply no filter. There is no emotion that I don't accept as my own, and my thoughts are clear. They're as clear as day. My decisions are dead set in what I want to do, but I know that I'm also ready to change if I have to change again. My dreams are fleeting and never changing, and as long as I have myself and you guys to go on this journey with, I'm sure I will be happy in the end. And I'm not sure what the right path is and where this journey will eventually end. I have been talking to people and they wonder at my sense of optimism with regards to everything. How come I'm optimistic with everything that I see around me? And the answer is simple. The answer is that MGTOW gave me a reality that, it is quite disturbing, quite abnormal from what I expected the world to be, especially when I was growing up. But it is a reality that is true. And I can't look at the truth, at the nature of men and women, and simply shrug my shoulders and say, we're doomed. Fuck it. What is there to do? MGTOW philosophy dictates my reality, but I have complete rule over my actions. I have rule over what I do, and even though I am well aware of how the brain functions, even though I'm well aware that there is no free will, that in itself is an illusion of my consciousness, rationalizing my actions. If the information inside my head is free from bias and is uncompromising, despite my feelings and my own personal bias, then I will be able to live the life that I want, and be able to roam the social jungles, having full awareness of the dangers that I'm facing. And the same applies to you, my brothers. If the information inside your heads is true, and your understanding of yourself is honest and uncompromised from outside pestilent influences, you will be able to live with your own decisions, and your decisions will be based on the facts. And any mistake you have made is a mistake that you made fully knowing the risk that you were taking at the time. And that's all there is to it. Take care, my brothers.